We all want to be more focused, more productive. We want to get done the things that we set out to do and feel like, you know what, today's been a good day. But unfortunately for many of us, including myself, it can be difficult to stay focused on the task at hand. We decide to finish an essay, but instead all we did was scroll through 300 TikToks in the last 2 hours. And I'm not going to claim that I've got the golden solution to this problem, but let me share a few things that have helped me stay on task over the last few years. Now, in the last few years, there's been one specific characteristic that has been hugely promoted by society as the ultimate trait of productivity. And that trait is multitasking, the ability to do multiple things at once. It's a skill that many people pride themselves in having, saying that they can listen to lectures while replying to emails, or that they can study while talking on the phone, or that they can have important meetings while organizing their calendar. Everyone out there puts on their CV that their main strength is the ability to multitask. But really and truly, is multitasking actually a good thing? So to assess this, let's go through a few examples. Say I'm sitting down to write an essay. What are the important things that I need to do in order to be able to complete that task successfully? The first thing is that I need to have some ideas of what I'm going to write about. I need to be able to synthesize a case in my mind and then translate that into words on a Word document. I need to be able to search the internet for information to use for the essay, but not search randomly. I need to know exactly where to look for it. I need to have a structure in my mind of how I want it to look. I also need to be able to come up with the specific right words to use in different sentences, etc. And this list is not exhaustive. And what you might notice here is that a lot of the things I've just listed above are processes that happen in the mind, that happen in the brain. They're not like procedural tasks. The key thing here is that the brain isn't like a whiteboard where if you've written something on it, then it just kind of stays there until someone rubs it out. The brain is dynamic and it adapts to different things in different situations. So what then do you think will happen if I've spent some time calibrating my brain and coming up with how I'm going to write this essay, but then suddenly I want to be productive and switch my brain to something else and write some emails? What will happen is that I then need to recalibrate my mind to this new task and think about what I'm going to write in this email, how I'm going to structure this email. I might need to search some things up and look for some old emails to include in this email and all of that. And there precisely lies the problem. When a person tries to multitask, they waste valuable time trying to refocus back and forward between the different tasks until they've actually spent more time trying to refocus than actually completing the task itself. And the second problem is that we like to work with others. And this might not necessarily be a problem, but we like to work in environments where other people are working hard. And that's why people enjoy going to coffee shops to work or going to library to work. But all in all, this is risky business. More time than not, when we're working with our friends, we end up talking about unrelated topics or doing unrelated things, and we lose sight and focus of what we came there for in the first place. The purpose of working with others is that you want everyone to feed off everyone's work energy. But have you ever stopped and thought that actually what might happen is that everyone will then feed off everyone's relaxing energy? I don't know if that makes sense, but if 2 or 3 people in that group aren't working, then they might influence the rest of the group to not work. The strategy of working with other people only works when everyone's purpose is aligned. So what's the solution to this problem? Well, there's one thing to stop and one thing to be cautious about. Before starting any session, lay out the purpose of that session. Adding multiple things like doing more emails and scrolling through the phone and thinking about what you're going to do tomorrow and scheduling your calendar and doing your essay and talking on the phone at the same time is only going to take away focus from what was initially intended. Be cautious, and the second thing is be cautious when working in groups. It can be an extremely useful tool in motivating yourself and others, but it's a double-edged sword and it might work against you. If it's something that you're going to try, then make sure to put extra effort into aligning everyone's purpose towards one thing. Everyone knows why they came there, everyone knows what they're intending to do, everyone knows what the goal of that session is. You know exactly what you want to get done by the end of it. And so if that's the case, then do it. If not, then it might just be that you'll be wasting your time.